It's a fitting warm-up to a car that also is quintessentially Italian. Powered by equal parts emotion and stonking V-12, the Aventador S's flaws animate its persona just as much as its best qualities. That's nothing new. The 2017 Lamborghini Aventador S essentially amounts to a mid-cycle refresh of the Aventador LP 704 that it replaces this spring at a starting price of $424,845. Still, this update is much more than just fascias and interior features. As we lapped Circuit Riccardo Tormal and attacked the riving roads southwest of this city, Avicii's infected rhythms continue to bounce through our brain, because Lambo's biggest bull has learned to dance. The newfound dexterity stems from a rear-wheel steering system that can nudge the rear wheels up to 1.5 degrees in the opposite direction of the fronts during low-speed maneuvers. It chops the amount of steering input required from the driver, a fact that's especially prominent in hairpin curves and in parking lot maneuvers, where it makes the difference between rolling your wrists and crossing your arms. The rear steering also makes the car slightly more neutral, although it doesn't eliminate the Aventador's natural proclivity for understeer. Hard braking, the steering issues more immediate commands, and the throttle wants to be tickled just so through the corners. Within a roughly 15 miles per hour window around the 80 miles per hour mark, the rear wheels transition to steering in phase with the fronts up to 3.0 degrees to enhance stability. Lamborghini claims the hardware adds just 13 pounds and that the additional mass is entirely offset by weight savings elsewhere. An actively variable steering ratio for the front wheels, and magnetorheological dampers are standard. This marks Lambo's first use of supplier BWI's third-generation magnetorheological dampers that split the older-designed single electromagnetic coil into two smaller coils for faster reaction times. Strada, Sport, and Casa driving modes are joined by the new Ego setting, a customizable position in which the powertrain, steering, suspension, and stability control modes can be individually configured. So does the 6.5-liter V12, now turned up another 39 horsepower to 730. The added power comes from tuning tweaks to the variable valve timing system in the variable intake manifold, plus another 150 revolutions per minute at the top end. At speeds up to 8,500 revolutions per minute, the 12-cylinder sings through a retuned exhaust that wails louder at full width and cracks harder on overrun. When they're not spitting flames, the exhaust pipes provide a periscope's peep into the cherry glow of a V12 run hard. The Aventador's Achilles heel remains the automated manual transmission that delivers painfully long pauses between the violent lurches that accompany every upshift. Lamborghini might have included a dual-clutch automatic gearbox as part of this update, except that there's no room for a wider transmission. Even though the Aventador is roughly as wide as a garbage truck, the narrow tunnel between driver and passenger where the transmission is housed limits Lamborghini's options. The irony that it was a bad Ferrari clutch that prompted Ferruccio Lamborghini to start this very car company seems lost on those in Sant'Agata.